In ancient Nigeria, two powerful kingdoms stood tall. One was the mighty Benin Empire, ruled by Oba Idia and protected by his mother, the brave Queen Idia. The other was the proud Igala Kingdom, ruled by Attah Ayegba and loved by its people. Their fight over land, power and trade will lead to a war, but it will end with a young princess being buried alive, so her people could live. This is the true story of Idah War and the sacrifice of Princess Inikpi. In the early 1500s, the Benin Empire was growing fast. Oba Idia had welcomed the Portuguese traders. He now had guns and access to foreign trade through the river Niger. But the Igala Kingdom, ruled from the city of Idah, controlled part of that river too. And when some enemies of Idia fled to Igala and encouraged Attah Ayegba to strike, tension turned to war, and the Benin army, led by Queen Idia herself, began marching north. Villages were burned, streams were poisoned, and the people began to suffer. The Igala army fought back briefly, but they were outmatched. As the war dragged on, fear spread across the land. The Attah of Igala was desperate. He turned to the kingdom's spiritual leaders for help. He asked the oracle, "What must I do to save my people?" The oracle gave a terrible answer. To stop this war, the gods demand a royal sacrifice, and it must be your daughter, Princess Inikpi. The king was heartbroken. Inikpi was his only daughter. She was young, kind, and deeply loved by the people. He could not imagine life without her. But when Inikpi heard the prophecy, she did not cry. She did not run either. She looked at her father and said, "If my death will save Igala, I will go." On the day of her death, Princess Inikpi wore a white cloth. She was calm. 9 young servants followed her. Together, they were led to the banks of the river Niger, at a place called Ega. There, she was buried alive, just as the gods had spoken. But then, something strange happened. After the sacrifice, a mystical smoke rose from Inikpi's grave. Benin scout, looking toward Idah, saw a vision of the city burning, though no fire had started. The scouts ran back to Queen Idia and Oba, saying, "The city is already destroyed. There is nothing left to take." The Benin army turned back. They claimed victory but did not press further. So the war ended. The fighting stopped. The rivers flowed again and trade slowly returned. In Benin history, they speak of victory through strategy and wisdom of Queen Idia. But in Igala memory, it was the sacrifice of Inikpi that saved the land. Today, a statue of Princess Inikpi stands in Idah, where her body was buried. She is honored as a hero, brave, loyal, and selfless. Her name lives on in songs, in prayers, and the names of young girls. If you love African stories and wise tales like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss when I drop the next one. Thank you.